Hi guys, how you doing? So welcome to Lanre Unscripted. So today I want to talk to you about my unemployment saga. Yeah, what I learned during my unemployment times. So I was unemployed for when I mean unemployed, I mean I wasn't working with a law firm. I'm a lawyer here, so I wasn't working with a law firm. I wasn't working with any organization. I was just at one point putting out application, and this went for like 8 months. Yeah, 7, 8 months after they terminated our employment during our NYC. So going down from that time, counting from that time till like August. Yeah. So currently I'm not still employed, but currently I'm doing my master's. So I was unemployed for like 6, 7, 8 months, even up to 9 months. So, but those times were very hard for me because I had a good result. Yes, I had a good result. I knew what I could do. I knew I had the skills to. I'm very intelligent to work, and I'm very hardworking. But the work was not coming from. I was making up applications. I will tell you my applications were due at one of my episodes. One of the applications that made me cry and everything. And so, but one of the things I learned was the fact that my unemployment wasn't a curse. My unemployment wasn't a sad story. My unemployment was a blessing for me. Now, one of the things I did during that time was that I went to God to pray, like, God, help me, have mercy. Just help me with, I just need a job. I've been applying, and then the job is not forthcoming. And then one of the things that happened was the fact that He took me back to the fact that I have a skill that I need to build. Okay, a skill that I can build. So, and then that skill was my video editing skill. And then other tech skill that I have loved for a year that I want to build, and then I've not had time to build it. And then one of the things was like, you can build this thing. And then that was how I went to my boss, Mr. Lanre Unscripted. I sent my video editing journey with him to look. And then when I got to his office, that was when I knew, I have not learned anything about video editing. So he was taking me through editing. I did for him and every other stuff. And then moving to this year, I thought I was going to get employed. I thought I was going to get employed, but I wasn't employed again. I was putting out applications and everything. Nothing was forthcoming. And I was like, wow, what else again? What will I do? So I now started on my journey into tech. I learned web designing, even though beginner level, mobile. I didn't do the mobile application design. I learned how to use Figma to do UI and UX design. And then I learned how to build the website through Skill Crush. And then I was just learning all these things. And then one of the things that I found out is the fact that God also taught me moral lessons. Like, He took me through my moral lesson journey. And then my moral lesson journey was the fact that I learned how to do housework. I learned how to interact with people at home. I learned how to do kitchen work. I learned how to make the house clean. So, but okay, you might be thinking that, what is it? Well, with all these things bring money to me. See, yes, they might not bring money to you at that point you are learning them, but they will surely be of help to you. Now, where I am currently, those skills are very, very important for me at this time. Now, you might not have a work you are doing, but you have a skill you can build. You might not have, you might not be working 9 to 5, but there is a skill you can build that you can leverage on in the dark days. And that was what my video editing skills did for me. It was what was giving me money then. My video editing skills was what was giving me money. Like, as at last year, yes, I was being paid. I was working for a church. I was working for Mr. Lanre Unscripted, and I was being paid. Yeah, so that money was what I was using to keep body and soul. This year, the same thing. It was the video editing skills that was helping me to make some money. Now, you might not necessarily have the whole picture of how you want your skill to come out, but you have to start small. Now, your unemployment is not a cause. You have to define it with the lens of God. What really is happening? Yes, your unemployment can be stagnation and you pray against stagnation. But once you see that God is opening your eyes to something about the situation you are in, just define it the way God is defining it. I won't lie to you. It got to a point I was very weak and tired. I was thinking that what really is happening? I'm like, I have this person working, I know this person that can help me, I know this person that can help me. But everybody doesn't seem to be turning attention to me or anything like that. But after thorough investigation and praying, it wasn't a cause, it was just a blessing in disguise, because God wanted me to build some lessons. Then the devil thought it was the bad thing that I wants to bring my mind to this point that I'll be thinking that I was unemployed. No, but my unemployment was a blessing for me. I don't know if you are watching this now and then you are still unemployed, and then you are thinking of how to go about it. See, let me tell you something. Start small. Start within your environment. What is that skill that you have been trying to learn for a very long time? Yes, this is not the time for you to develop that skills. This is the time for you to put in effort to making that skills work for you. This is the time for you to make sure that you bring out the best in you. Don't see your unemployment as a cause. See it as a blessing. Define it with faith. Define it with what God said. Now start working small. Start working small. And then start writing out those things you can do. Wake up in the morning and write out those things you can do. Get books, read books, and develop your mindset so that prepare for that job you are waiting for. Because it's not about making out application. It's also about you. It's also about you preparing for that work you are making out applications for. Are you prepared for that work? If you are not prepared for that work, you will just get there and be complaining. So I'm telling you, now work out yourself when you are unemployed, when you seemingly not employed. I'm going to you. I defined my unemployment with the eyes of God, and I said, God, you are my employer. And then I begin to work for God. I write scripts. And then ideas for scripts come, I write them down. I share with people that I know they can help me. I correct the script and everything. You can define it with the level. I define mine in the eyes of God that I am working for God, and God is my employer and He will pay me. So, and then that was why He was taking me through all those lessons. So define your unemployment with your own eye. How do you define your unemployment? You define your unemployment with how God says you are. Don't define your unemployment by the situation or circumstance in the nation. Define your unemployment by what God says to you. For me, I define mine as God is my employer. And if God is my employer, God will surely pay me. So looking at this today, define it the way you want it to be, and it will turn out for you the way the lessons I've learned. I will be sharing in another episode, but the lessons I've learned are so wonderful, and I'm so grateful to God for those periods, and I'm so thankful that I defined it in the hands of God. Thank you so much. See you on another episode. Bye.